Hey guys, it's Carter with the Swing Trading Masterclass. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about day trading. Actually, we're going to be talking about the day trade that we took today, making, near and around about $312. And hey, I'll take that any day of the week. $300 a day keeps the job away. So, it worked out really, really well for us because we really focused on quality. Yesterday was probably one of the worst trading days of my career. Not my career, but of probably the week or at least the month. And honestly, we just kind of hopped in a trade. It followed our approach, but we were up. And honestly, we should have just covered profit. And this is why trading is hard, is because I've been doing this for 7 years full time and I'm still making mistakes, but mistakes happen. It's honestly all about how you handle them. And if you guys watched our previous video where we went in and we went and looked at exactly what went wrong, so we can focus on never trying to make that mistake again. And that's what you got to do. You got to learn from your mistakes. Your losses are like paying for a college class, right? So let's talk about the trade that we took today, and let's jump into this here. So there's a variety of different ways to make money off day trading, right? Some day traders love to, go more momentum based, where they trade, like a stock that's gapping up, 50, 60%, and they try to scalp it for like 5, 6%, right? It works very, very well. I'm not that type of trader. I've tried doing it in the past, and I just have a hard time doing it. For me, one of the approaches here that I absolutely love is shorts. Lately, I've been killing it with shorts here. And, one of the things here that we were looking at early this morning was this. You guys can see the heavy support on the trend where it hits it, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. This would have been probably the best short of the day, near and around 361, keeping your stops at about 363. That would have been the best short of the day. And I missed that, which happens, right? I'll never be a perfect trader. I'm just going to constantly learn from my mistakes. So one of the things that we saw was a new trend of resistance and a new trend of support here. So you guys can see here where it hits this, buying pressure, hits that, selling pressure, selling pressure. So, honestly, if it breaks above this range, we could see a move going this way. If it breaks below the support, we could see this. So what we did is we just watched this stock, and when it fell below near and around 354, that was our entry point. Okay, so my thought process was this: entering there, keeping our stop all the way up here at near and around the 358 area, which is that trend line resistance. For a possible push, honestly, down to my initial thought, to be honest with you, was 340. So this would give a risk and reward of about 3 to 1, about risking $1, right, to make about $3 there. So that was the thought process I had. Now, as the stock sold off here, you guys can see it sold off pretty well, and we were up and doing very, very, very well. And it just continued to rally its way down. And one of the biggest mistakes that I have been doing is not holding positions for a longer time. So we wanted to hold this position longer here. And so we found the new trend that got formed, and we waited for the break of that. New trend was formed, and you guys can see it popped up, and we just kept moving our stop loss up and or down and down and down since on the short. And then when it broke above the trend, that was our exit. Fantastic execution, fantastic trade on the technical side. Now, looking at the indicators here, we can see that the RSI here was trading near and around, honestly, at the time here, about a 36. So it was almost in that middle ground. But for like these 1 minute charts, sometimes it's hard to pay attention to the RSI because the moves are so fast. But one of the things I really like was this MACD. You guys can see that huge cross down where the orange line breaks down through that blue line, and it sold off. And then on that initial pop up was that great cover for our profit there. Very good trade, very good execution, and that's exactly what we seek out. A lot of traders think that trading is so hard and so difficult, and don't get me wrong, it's very, very hard. But you got to have a simple strategy. If you are going into trading and you're, trying to get in and out of positions within the first 5 minutes of the market day, good luck. There's no trend that gets formed. Often you're looking at like pre-market to gauge the day, which is very hard to do. So my recommendation, if you guys are just getting started, try to start trading later in the evening. A new trends will get formed. It's a lot easier to get the general gauge of the stock here. And yeah, and a great short happened and we made some money off it. So if you guys want to learn more, check out our school and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys. Take care, everybody.